I hope I'm live. Anyway, I should be live anytime. I guess. There's one. I'm good. If it doesn't say one, then whatever. It not. It says I'm live. I'm live. If I'm not, yeah, there we go. All right. So this is Daniel, and probably the devil does not want me to get this on the run and live, but hold on. So, like I said, the devil's rather causing us delay, but Jesus is rushing and coming by having people believe in him. He's causing the internet to happen. That's Jesus, by the way, and we are to preach on the internet. Preach that his second coming is at hand, and preach to the world that Jesus is real and he exists. And this is why Jesus is quite literally causing people to have visions, dreams, and young people to have visions because he wants everyone to believe in him. Also, he is quite literally causing people to believe by causing them to die and then revive again because he wants everyone to believe. All these stories are popular because of Jesus. So, anyway, Jesus is not delaying, but rather rushing it nowadays. But the devil is causing him to delay because that's what he wants to do, is to make people not believe in him so that it's delayed so that sin can be more abundant. Do you make sense about that? So anyway, I yeah, I've had some sort of prophetic dream, but I'm not going to be able to share it to you because you're not going to believe it anyway until the end happens. Now, first, there's going to be a game about some sort of beautiful bird, dinosaur kind of like thing. Then there's going to be this game, which is going to be a mockumentary about this game. There's going to be it's all going to be about this dinosaur going to be this god of the dinosaur world, and this lady is destroying their habitat, so he has to correct all that he has to correct and basically dispose of the unnatural beings of dinosaurs. It's kind of what the other games gonna be like. You'll see. But it's gonna be like mocking that other game because you'll see. It's gonna be a pretty interesting game in a bad way. So honestly, I don't know if that's even the last one because I just had this dream this morning. This is the first time I've had this dream. And ever since I've had dreams like this, times like this, the minimum that that things like that last are like 9 years. And quite honestly, I think this is gonna last 10 years or more because of the other game. And this is like deep feature stuff that I'm seeing right now that we should be able to see that we should be able to see the future coming in our eyes if people do not believe. And Jesus knows that people are not really believing in God. So he's getting himself prepared for the future, but I don't know how many times the devil is going to delay that because Israel's going to be without a king or president or whatever it is for however long that is. And it's going to be they're going to get a king and then they're not going to get a king, depending on how many times God's going to have to have the cause of the people believe because the devil delays the time. Jesus is not trying to delay the time, he's trying to rush the time. And he said he's coming soon, but unfortunately, he does not know when he's going to come because he doesn't know when the end of the world comes. But he does know that certain things will have to happen first, like what I'm been giving, like rarely are these dreams that I'm having like of good entertainment, but of rather, you know, rotten entertainment, as you can say. But this one entertainment that happened like 1995 was of today and was of like 10 years from now. So honestly, it's been however long it's been since, I don't know, it's been, I mean, when it comes to games, it comes like 10 years, but when it comes to movies, it's like very unusual with music movies because it could come anytime soon. So with, with games, it's like 10 years or later, especially when I had Kingdom Hearts 3 in my dream back in 2008 or 2009. And I believe 10 years or 9 years later, it came out as it is because I knew that Kingdom Hearts 3 was going to have Toy Story 2 or something like that. And then I knew that Spyro the Dragon was going to come out in 2008. It was by God. Of course, I didn't listen to him back then. And now, um, I believe there's another game that's going to come out. Yeah, it's going to come out in, I would say, the early to mid 2020s. There's a whole bunch of games coming out at that time, and I believe there's another game that's going to come after this one, which is going to be. It's I know there's going to be a whole bunch of games coming out within that time. It's basically he's saying that if you believe that these games are to come out at the time and they came out, what about your future wife? He gave me these dreams since I would say, gosh, 2013. So, and indeed, it's probably not going to happen until I would say 20, 2029, 2033. I don't know. But honestly, it's been however long that's been happening, and I still don't have a wife, you know. And that's to know that I have to have kids before that, and have to have more trust before I have that, and a lot hasn't happened quite yet, and things have to happen in a certain amount of time, says God, before they are well known. So again, we'll see it's happening within, I would say, 10 years. We got until 2029, or at least 2030, until an answer comes out mocking God. That's my belief, anyway. Oh, and that game's gonna copy a whole lot of platforms of the other older games because they figure that a lot of these games are becoming more popular as time goes along because they don't have any solid idea how to be original except for one game. And I believe that one game is going to be in 2029, and this game is going to come out in I would say 2030 or a little later because when that comes out in 2030, it's quite literally going to be interesting way. What was I gonna say? Becoming it was gonna really mock God, and it's gonna become a true havoc. It's gonna be like a yeah, it's gonna be having copyright problems, but since Copyright is really no longer. They can do older songs, but they can't do too many older songs. I mean, they're gonna copy older songs and make it a little different. Yes, they're gonna make older songs and they're gonna make it a little different. They're gonna make new platforms and make it the same platforms a little different and copy a lot of things. And that's what's gonna go on. But the fine thing is, cars today are stylish, but in the future, it's gonna look ugly compared to today. Today's car is gonna look ugly to the future. And that's my other prophetic dream. That's lifetime, so that's basically future of that. Not to mention I have a church and other things that are going on. And first, me becoming a band member, and then later on, me becoming an astronaut or something like that. That's gonna be weird. You know what's going on. It's I would show you my dream that I had for 2003 about a ship that's like a shell ship that's gonna be going faster than the speed of light, but that you don't believe in until I actually show you, and then someone's gonna really show us that they really mean business, and maybe they'll show it, maybe they won't, but they'll say, "Oh, that's top secret. Why did you show us that picture? Why? How did you find us? Were you near Massachusetts in Boeing?" Yeah, Boeing has been known for having problems with design, but they've also been known for really high tech planes, and they probably will have some sort of they probably will have had designs of you know designing air shuttles by 2003, and they would have had more improvements on that. It's that really red and green LED light that's huge, but that's not the engine. That's actually just to really break the light. It's part of the LED that was invented back then that was prized today because, if it's yellow, that's bright. But if it's bigger, it can be either red or green. It's a bizarre LED performance, but it's what it is. And I believe the brightness is the reason. I mean, the reason why it's so bright, that LED, if you can make it bigger, it will be brighter. And since it's blindingly bright, like lasers are what are focus light. This is kind of like focus light, but more. It's brighter than the sun, and it is breaking the light by being brighter. Because the LEDs are brighter than light, brighter than the sun. What it's really doing, it's going faster than the light. So the sun is the brightest of the light, and the lasers are a little faster than the speed of light. And so are the LEDs. It's hard to describe, but it is what it is. And the bigger the LED, the faster the speed of light it can go. So let me describe a little more in detail. If I show you that space shuttle ship that is quite literally, breaking the speed of light, not sound, then will you believe me? Of course not. But someone will. Someone that eventually finds it will. And they will be tracking me down. And they're close to me. So in other words, because I basically discovered this before almost everyone else except for them, except for Boeing, people will assume that I have had an altar of NASA, so they'll force me at NASA, this college of NASA, force me to go to Florida and have school, bring me to school to NASA, and it will be quite a trip over there. It will be more than I can bear. Unless they bring me modern computer stuff, which will possibly be landing me at jobs that I can barely have, except for one of them, which is spying aliens, and that's only one of them. There's only one alien, and that is the aliens of one other part of a section of the universe, which we don't know where they are. Only God knows. And honestly, they are. There's only one. There's only one alien, one true alien, and those are practically angels. I don't know if they got that knowledge from them or whatever not, but they're not futuristic. They're actually quite old-fashioned. They claim they are futuristic because of demons wanted to be described as futuristic, but no. These guys are old-fashioned and they're very different compared to us. They've had pretty bizarre experiments in the past, but no. These guys are old-fashioned. So I sum my life up. We have until everyone decides to believe that Jesus is real in the world. In all of the countries, I meant to say, believe that Jesus is real. And if almost every country believes that Jesus is real, except for a few of them, that's not when Jesus comes. All the island nations have to believe that Jesus is real. All the nations in Africa have to believe that Jesus is real. All the people in Brazil have to believe that Jesus is real. Everyone in China and India and all these other nations like that have to believe that Jesus is real. That's when he'll come down and shine his face upon us and take us out of here before the beast comes, because the beast is not, he will trick the masses, and Jesus wants everyone to be out of here before the beast comes, okay? I've described enough, so I think I'll be done now, okay? Bye.